Part B, I don't think it's as bad as Part A, or as challenging as Part A, but it definitely has its challenges. The main challenge for me was just understanding what the question is even asking me to do. So that first step is really important, and that's understand the problem. So I have to write the isValid method. The method returns a true if its parameter of the num with digit check, which represents a number containing the check is valid with the check digit kind of concatenated on. If it's valid, it returns true if it is and false if it's not. Well, let's see what that means. So if I were to pass it the value 1592, it would return a true, because what it's doing is it's taking 159 with the return value of 2, and because with 159 the return value of true is the correct checksum, that returns the true. Now, for another example you'll be asked to code up is 159.3. So since 159.3 is not the correct get checksum, which should be 2, but it's 3, it would return a false. So this problem presents me with a number of challenges, including getting and saving this 2 digit to make sure that's, to save that value and to know what that value is so I can check it. And then to take the 159 or to get that 159 value so that I can use that value in my problem. Now first I'm going to locate where I am in my code, and I'm going to solve the part B here. And an important step, or a nice step to just get in the habit of doing, is to make sure you're returning the correct type of data from a method. Just returning the correct type of data from a method often, or in the past, has always gotten you a point. So I'm going to call it Boolean result, and I'm going to set it to false, and then I'm going to return result. So now, even if I get everything else wrong, I'll at least get that part right. Now remember when in the explanation section I was telling you you need to preserve 2 values. The first value you need to preserve is that checksum. So I want to get whatever that check number is. And the second thing I want to get is I want to get back that original number that I'm going to run. So I'm going to call that, I can call it a variety of things, but I'm just going to call it the value for lack of a more creative name. So in order to get the check, I'm going to get that num with check digit, and I am going to take just the digit in the ones place, which is the same as doing modulus 10. Very similar to step A in using modulus. Now, once you do that, sorry about this typo, once you do that, hopefully it comes to you, hey, getting the number is just as easy. I'm going to do the check digit, and instead of the modulus of 10, I'm going to divide it by 10, and then it's going to truncate the decimal off, and I'm going to have the original value. So first I get the value, and then I truncate it away. So right now value is the original number, and then the check would be the checksum for that. And now I've got to do a comparison operator to see if the checks is for the right value. So that's a classic if statement. So I'm going to if something. So I'm going to do, when I'm ifing it, I'm going to get check, the method I wrote previously, and I'm going to get the value. Now, if that get check value is the same as the check that was passed to me in the method, then the result is going to be true. Right now the result is false, but if those two are the same, then it is in fact true. So I'm going to test this method, see if this works, and I'm going to look at my tester window, and it indeed checks. So this is the solution to part B. Again, part B isn't that bad once you unpack and understand what the problem is asking you to do.